What's up, guys? Marlon back here with another news video, and oh my god, we just start off the year, guys, and we have a lot of news and information regarding everything gaming here. And first thing is first, shout outs to Hip Hop Gamer. I met him. He's a very good friend of mine. He's been going to E3. He's a journalist at this point. I mean, very professional journalist. He has a lot of sources and everything like that. So I do believe a lot of stuff that he have to say. So apparently the PlayStation 5 will have a remastering engine for PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 4 games, because it's going to be backwards compatible apparently, and it's going to make the games look like a remastered version. You know, like when companies remaster a game, like say for instance God of War 3 or like any game for that matter, you see that it's not a gigantic difference. It looks a little bit better. The frame rates are a lot better. The visuals are a lot sharper, but the base game, there's really nothing changed. It's a difference from an actual remake. So he's saying that PS1, PS2, and PS3 and PS4 games are going to look a whole lot better on the PlayStation 5 with that remastering engine. Now, the PlayStation 4 right now has that whole super sampling mode where it basically, I guess, sort of up the resolution a bit, but it doesn't necessarily like change the game as a whole as far as a graphical standpoint or make the frame rates go higher or anything like that. It's just super sampling, right? Well, the PlayStation 5 is going to take that a bit further and actually remaster the game with the built-in engine that it's going to have. Now, if this is 100% true, this is going to be a game changer, because if Microsoft is not going to be offering that, now granted the Xbox X, you know, like the older 360 games like Banjo, Red Dead, and so on and so forth, like the original Gears of War, you play those games, you know, you can get like upscale 4K quality on that, but it still don't look as sharp and crisp as a actual remastered game or whatnot. So yeah, this is really, really huge. I'm so excited for a PlayStation 5, man. Can't wait to pick it up as soon as pre-orders are available. I'm telling you, if you don't jump on this, PlayStation 5 when it comes out, or the Series X for that matter, it's going to be sold out, and you're going to be getting scraps at the barrel when the system is available for pre-order. And then you got to go around to Walmart and everywhere else trying to figure out, okay, how can I get my hands on it? But if this is to be believed, man, this is going to change the wheel. This is going to change gaming forever. And supposedly, it's going to be a thing of the past for remastered games, because the industry is shifting, which is true, is shifting towards remake. Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake. I mean, look at Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, how amazing that game is. That's an actual remake, and I'm literally blown away. That game sold like, what, 10, 15 million copies or whatnot. That's amazing stuff. So that's where the money grab is. That's where a lot of developers is going to be pushing themselves in the future. But remastering of games, a lot of people are just sick of that right now. And the fact that these next generation systems have 8K and 8K capability, 4K capability, and all of that, I mean, there you guys go right there. So I'll leave a link down in the description down below to the actual full video of this whole complete teardown of information. So leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And all right, guys, let's move on here to the next part of the news video here. So Dr. Serkan Toto, no doubt in my mind that Nintendo will launch Switch Pro in 2020. So Switch Pro has been heavily rumored ever since, I believe, 2018. We've been hearing about a Switch Pro. Now we're in 2020 and it's coming up again. We heard from so many different industry insiders that Nintendo is going to be doing this, but I don't think Nintendo is going to drop a Switch Pro. They just dropped a Switch Lite last year. I don't think they're going to drop a Switch Pro this year. And Nintendo does not have to do anything to combat, you know, PlayStation 5 and the Series X. Not because those systems are coming out with 4K and 8K capabilities. All Nintendo needs to do is fix the UI of the Nintendo Switch and fix the online. That's all Nintendo has to do. They don't have to do anything else. They're doing everything right now. They dominated last generation as far as sales goes. And well, of course, on the top end of things, we know PlayStation is like the most sold with the PlayStation 4. But I'm just saying, like, it outsold in certain months as far as all the system goes. It also outsold the Xbox One in lifetime sales. So the Switch is amazing. It's just that Nintendo need to fix the online and the UI and whatnot. So Dr. Serkan Toto basically states that the Switch Pro will be selling for $399, which the OG Switch is selling for what? $299 right now. So $100 difference. You're possibly going to be getting, according to Dr. Serkan Toto, 4K bigger cartridge sizes, which I'm going to stick a point in the bigger cartridge sizes section, because we already got reports that we're going to be getting 64 gigabyte cartridge sizes, which that's going to give a much more better experience when it comes to the games and whatnot. Now 4K on the other hand, I don't think that's Nintendo's rope. I don't think that that's their approach with 4K, because Nintendo is really not all about 4K and all this hardcore graphical stuff. They're all about making their systems powerful enough to run their first party titles. But hey, we could be mistaken. This could eventually happen. Now he's saying that we could be getting this Nintendo Switch Pro later down in 2020, holiday 2020. And so if this is actually happening, we might get an announcement on a Switch Pro, so pre-orders can start rolling maybe at the next Nintendo Direct this month, if it's happening this month or next month, or that Direct before E3, or it can happen at E3 still and people will still go crazy. Now if Nintendo makes a Switch Pro, I'm actually buying it, because that simply means that a lot of third-party games are going to come to the Nintendo Switch, not because of the power, but also because of the bigger cartridge. So take this with a grain of salt, but this is what he said that he believes, and it's going to be selling alongside, PlayStation 5 and the Series X, and we're going to be getting much more better first-party games and whatnot for the Switch Pro. So I'm excited about this, considering that hopefully Nintendo and Microsoft can work out that kinks with the whole xCloud situation, or come together with the online. I think that would just be dope, man. So can't wait to see this. If it's true, leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And all right, guys, we are getting close to the ending part of the news video here. So Hideki, the boss of Platinum Games, isn't a fan of the Nintendo Switch home menu. And granted, the Nintendo Switch home menu is very vanilla. It's very bland. You just have these icons going across like that PSP X crossbar kind of approach or whatnot. It does not scream gamer to me. It needs a bit more work. So I do agree with Mr. Hideki 100% on that. It needs a lot of work. It's pretty basic. Nintendo's online is basic, and so there was a translation of what Mr. Hideki have to say. He states that Nintendo Switch home menu is a piece of crap, quote unquote piece of crap. All of the crappy gigantic game icons are lined up in a row, but the rest of the games are tossed in a trash can called all games. I wonder, have the people that made the menu ever played the Nintendo fanboys Switch? Wow. Now we know Mr. Hideki to be very straightforward. He blocks a lot of people out on Twitter. He's very outspoken. He don't cut no corners for nobody or whatnot. Now he will call it what it really is. Nintendo needs a lot of work. They need to stop dragging their feet. It's about to be 3 years now since the Switch is out. We need a system UI update. This 10.0 update that's supposed to be coming out, I'm hearing that it's just going to be stability. We'll see what happens when it launches, I believe on the 6th, which is Monday. We'll see. We'll see what happens if we get a direct next week or whatnot. But they need to change the UI. They need to do something with the online. So what do you guys think about Hideki saying that the Switch home menu is a piece of crap? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And all right, guys, we're at the ending part of the news video here. If you made it here, you're the real MVP and Master of Hyrule out on Twitter. You know this guy, he has over 400 and something thousand subscribers. I don't know if he has a credible source, but he put it out a tweet saying Nintendo will be coming with a Nintendo Direct on January 9th. So that's next, Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, which will talk about upcoming games for spring, such as Animal Crossing, which comes out on March 20th, if I'm not mistaken, and Smash DOC, which the 5th character will be released on February 5th. Also, they will tease the 6th character as well. So 6th character meaning Fighter Pass number 2. Wow, this is a very bold statement with no source. So I don't know if he has some sort of inside source, but take this with a truck load of salt. Alright guys, that ends off today's news video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to turn on that notification bell. If you're brand new to the channel, click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things gaming. Happy New Year once again to everyone, and stay tuned for more content, daily content, coming to you live and direct here on the Marlongamingnation Squad channel. Peace. Joy-Con boys forever. Switch gang forever. We out of here.